Good day, my name is Japie from Westhuizen. I'm General Manager of SA Stadboek, and I would like to talk today a little bit about the services rendered by the Secretariat. The Secretariat is part of Stemma Animalia, a company wholly owned by SA Stadboek, and a little bit of background and the advantages for a breeder society who would like to make use of the services of the Secretariat. For their secretarial needs of such a society. So just a brief then on the models available for a society. Just to kick off, just to give you a brief on the services of the Secretariat. The first one is all about office management of such a society. So if you have a breeder society and you consider the possibilities that somebody else can actually do your office management, that's all the routine office management, the correspondence, going out to the members, the breeders or other members of a society, to the board or the council of a society, and also the updates of the members. So new members, resigned members, the specific particulars of the members. All aspects of meeting management, that means the notices, that the notices go out in time in terms of the constitutions of the society, the scheduling of the meetings, obviously keeping the minutes of a meeting, and also with the assistance of the president or the council setting up the agenda. And then also see to the execution of the resolutions that's made, or if there are amendments to the constitution, see to it that it gets into the right hands for assistance, and also then that these changes are instituted. And then obviously also practical arrangements and facilities. If you are a member of Stadboek and you make use of the Secretariat, the facilities in Stadboek's building is also freely available for a society like that. Then also all aspects of financial management. I think this is a very important point in the sense that it's possible then to put that in the hands of the Secretariat. That's the invoicing and following up of debtors, also the payment of the creditors, obviously, and then management of monthly management statements that assist such a society's council or the action committee of a society to from month to month see to it that they are within budget and they spend their money wisely. And then there can also be other special tasks that the Secretariat can render. Obviously, there must be prior agreement for such tasks, that it's part of the contract with the society. For example, assistance with the journal, or if there are newsletters going out to the members or wider, that can also be arranged. Just to give you a brief background of the constitution of the, not the constitution, but the layout of the Secretariat. We have a manager running the Secretariat. We appointed a new manager. Klaus is now the manager. He took over from Chris Els. The Secretariat also buys in services from SA Stadboek, computer services, so the management of computing services, the licensing, the internet connection and so forth. Also human resource services. Stadboek and the Secretariat share the human resource services and also financial services. So within the Secretariat, there's a debtors clerk on the payroll, as well as a creditors clerk that manages all these aspects of the societies. That's part of the Secretariat, but it's also under the guidance and management of the financial manager of SA Stadboek. And here you can just see that there are currently 26 breeder societies making use of the services of the Secretariat, with a number of secretaries assisting in that. So in certain terms, where you have a bigger breeder societies, you have an allotted secretary just for that society, or even 2 secretariats per one society. But in many cases, a few societies will share the services of a secretary, specific secretary. Just to give you a glimpse into where the Secretariat fits into the bigger Stadboek family. So in terms of Stadboek, obviously we have different sections in Stadboek, but you will see that the Secretariat here on the right hand side forms part of Stemma Animalia, the company wholly owned by Stadboek, and Stemma sees to the infrastructure, the building and so forth, and also secretarial services. And as I said, personnel administration and IT support and finance support also form part, or there's an integration with the services that Stadboek renders. I think it's important also to consider whether it's feasible to run your own office as a society or to make use of the services of the Secretariat. This is just a sort of a map or something that you can tick off to decide whether you want to make use of these services. Obviously, the Secretariat runs your HR, personnel management, so you don't have to register as an employer. The financial management is dealt with by the Secretariat. There's a risk reduction in terms of personnel, because you don't have to worry about managing personnel or the employees. The IT management is done on your behalf. You still have your own identity, you have your own newsletters, you have your own journals, you do your own promotion, and it's all the decision of the members and obviously the council or the board of a breeder society. You have your own operational budget, so in terms of how much you want to spend with, let's say, exhibitions or farmers' days, or the people doing different specified jobs for the society, that's been dealt with, your own shows and so forth. You don't have accountability in terms of contractual agreements with personnel. There's a lot of management experience within the Stadboek family that you actually have access to. You share resources. I think that's a very important point. You also appoint your own auditor, so usually it's part of the constitution of a society that you appoint auditors. So we obviously, from a Secretariat's perspective, we assist with all the day-to-day running of the financials and getting the paperwork ready for an auditor. And you can retain your current office if you are inside the Stadboek building. Obviously, it needs to be inside the Stadboek building. So you have identity as well in that regard. Just quickly, I think the 3 roles, I think many a times there are maybe not certainty about the roles of what the role of a society will be, what the role of SA Stadboek is, and if you make use of the services of the Secretariat, where that fits in. So in terms of a breeder society, obviously, a breeder society determines a breeding policy for your breed, the recording rules. You decide what needs to be recorded of animals and at what ages and so forth, and also minimum breed standards. So that is the role of the society. Stadboek then applies that for you as registering authority to say, yes, you have given us as a society what the rules are, how and what should be recorded, and what the ranking of the animals should be in terms of that. So we apply those recording practices and the minimum standards, so-called breed tables. We also assist in scientific research and development, field services also to implement that, and courses. I think sometimes we have needs for the specific society, asking Stadboek to assist with courses as well. And then also unique reports. So if you want your sales catalog to look differently to another breed sales catalog, or some other reports that's been dealt with. The Secretariat, on the other hand, also apply the steps. It's like your own office, and if there are some steps that need to be taken to assist breeders to adhere to the standards in terms of breeding policy, recording rules and minimum standards. Okay, then also the society obviously determines the marketing strategy and promotion and actions. Stud can only be of assistance in terms of research for you, to assist you to make these decisions, and then also if you make use of the Secretariat, some assistance if that is part of the agreement with the Secretariat. Then obviously the society carry out the inspections and screening. We have to apply it in Studbook on the Logix database. So if you screen an animal and it didn't make the grade, it needs to be scrapped from the registration list, then Studbook need to do that, because we have to adhere to whatever you ask us to do. And obviously if you make use of the Secretariat, it's all about this, the management of getting the right inspector out to the farm at the right time, and that would be part of the Secretariat's job. The society also determine and apply training needs. Obviously the members will say we need training in this and that, and obviously if we can assist from Studbook side to also assist you with course material and do a little bit of research, and also do modular presentations at your training courses. And if you make use of the Secretariat, the arrangements is done for you by your secretary. Then very important, also each society has its own constitution, so constitutional amendments or adaptations to suit the modern needs of a society, that needs to be determined by the members at an AGM or a special general meeting. We draft at Studbook with a lot of experience on that part, on constitutional differences or what needs to be done in a constitution in adherence to the legislation as well. We assist with that, and obviously a secretary will assist you in the administration of that as well. A society determines the meetings, the frequency and the content and format. Obviously the secretary then have to make the arrangements, and if you need some assistance during a meeting, especially on a technical or a scientific level or a recording level, that would gladly attend your meetings, sometimes with an arrangement for that the costs are just recovered. And then obviously society would also determine the price structure and financial policy. How much would a member pay to enable the society to do its job? That's being done, and obviously the Secretariat will then assist you in executing the financial management, invoicing, and also following up on debtors, and also pay your creditors for you as a society. That's in a nutshell what the services of the Secretariat entails, and how it dovetails with you as a society, what your responsibility is, what the responsibility of SA Studbook is in terms of the registering authority, and obviously the services that you can buy in if you want to. You don't have to buy in everything. It can be parts of that, and make use of these services that's available for you as a society. I thank you very much for your attention and your time.